Hello and welcome back to another KCC video. I'm Rob, and today we'll be jumping into Tales from Tech Support. Before we start, please hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know when the next video goes live. Our story today comes to us from Proc Mill. What is communication? Let's jump right in. Be me, working as a tech for a rather small MSP. Many of our clients were small startups that had short 6 to 12 months contracts to help them get started up until they were able to afford their own in-house IT. We also had a few big clients, 3,000 plus employees. These clients all had their own IT department, and depending on the contract, we would be either T1 or T2 plus support. The particular client in this story was of the bigger kind, and we were taking over the T1 support role, which usually involved taking on issues that could be solved remotely. AD password resets, account unlocks, voicemail pin resets, etc. Anything that had to be solved on-site would be escalated to their on-site IT. Keep in mind, that client was in the healthcare field. So I was relatively new to the company when we started the contract with client. I was about 7 months in. My colleagues and I helped my boss draft the rules and adherences contained in the contract. After all, we were the ones that would be doing most of the legwork, so it was only fair that we would have some say towards the work that we were agreeing to. After some back and forth with client, we agreed to take over the T1 support role, and all the access was set up accordingly. We were given an account in their domain with limited admin access, just enough to do the essential operations that we needed to do. This account was shared between me and my colleagues. 4 weeks in, everything is fine. 6 weeks in, client hires a new sysadmin to handle on-site server responsibilities. The contract was then renegotiated to assign some specific responsibilities back to the system admin. The most important thing to remember was that there was no mention of adjusting our account's privileges in the new contract, because in case of emergencies where their staff was limited or unavailable, it would be beneficial to allow us to handle some of the now sysadmin's responsibilities. In client's eyes, we've proven our trustworthiness, and all issues thus far had been handled with appropriate urgency, so they had no problem with allowing our account to keep the same access. 9 weeks in, colleague gets an access denied error when trying to unlock a user's account. I tried it on another DC, same issue. Weird. Let me call client and ask one of the techs if they know anything about this. IT at client, how can I help you? Hey, yeah, this is me from my company. We're trying to unlock a user's account, but got an access denied. Any idea if our permissions were changed or something? Not sure. I don't usually mess with that stuff. Let me transfer you over to the sysadmin. He probably knows more about this. What account do you need to unlock? I'll do it for you. I give him the username of the user. He unlocks the account and then transfers the call to system admin. IT, this is system admin. Hey, system admin, it's me. We were trying to unlock a user's account, but we got an access denied error. Any idea if our permissions were adjusted? Oh, yeah, I adjusted some of your permissions to remove some things you didn't need since I can handle them now. I must have removed another permission by accident. I'll add it back now. Thanks, sysadmin. Also, next time you plan on editing our permissions, kindly let us know so that we can discuss it in a meeting. Okay, well, it's my domain, so I don't need your permission to make edits. I understand that, but the agreement between our respective parties states that our domain account should be kept the same access as before you came on board. When you get a chance, please go over it with your superior. He should have a copy of the contract. Okay, I don't see why it's such a problem. Well, the user that was calling today needed to sign in to distribute medication to a patient, and we almost missed the window because of this. Oh, well, when that happens, you need to make sure you contact us right away so we can resolve it. Yes, that's what we did, but actually, never mind. Thanks, sysadmin, take care. I hope he didn't completely miss the point. By the way, I'm thinking about getting rid of your general account and instead giving your team each individual accounts. Is that okay? That sounds like a good idea, but again, it's not in the contract. Let's discuss it in the next meeting before agreeing to anything, okay? Talk to you later. Click. Another week goes by. There has been no meeting yet. User from client calls complaining that they're unable to print to a specific printer. User confirms that the printer is turned on. I try pinging the printer, got a response. I guide the user through accessing the print spooler, and sure enough, there's some corrupted documents blocking the queue. No worries, I'll just go into the print server and clear it up and then have the user reboot the printer. I try signing into the print server and access denied. Great time to call client. Hi, this is Tech. How can I help? Hey, it's me. Can I speak to sysadmin, please? Oh, he's actually out today. What's wrong? I think he adjusted our permissions without telling us again. Can you check to see if any of our permissions are changed? Let me see. Yeah, looks like it was modified yesterday. Huh? I see some new accounts assigned to you guys. Not sure what those are about. Anyways, what do you need to do? Facepalm, was I talking to a brick wall last week? I proceeded to explain the printer issue and he resolved it. I didn't get into the issue with the sysadmin because I would have felt bad giving Tech an earful about his own colleague. Anyways, these little permission issues happened for another few days before we finally managed to get a meeting going between all of us. And yes, my boss received many complaints from me and my colleagues explaining this. Additionally, some of the issues were addressed with the sysadmin over email, so best believe I also sent these email chains to my boss for hard evidence of sysadmin's misconduct. Hey y'all, so the primary reason for this meeting is to discuss this ongoing permission issue that we've been encountering. On multiple occasions, we've tried to do certain pre-approved operations on your domain and are met with an access denied error. Any idea why this might be happening? He already knows that sysadmin is at fault due to our complaints, but to mitigate any immediate accusations of hearsay, he likes to start these types of meetings in an open-ended manner. From what I've heard, you guys have been accessing platforms that you should no longer have access to, and sysadmin has been modifying your permissions accordingly. Yes, CIO, but as I recall, the revised contract states that we are to continue to have access to the same platforms in case your techs aren't available. I'll forward you the latest version now. Receives contract and looks at the section boss mentioned. Yeah, that's right actually. Then why did you guys agree to the permission changes? I don't remember agreeing to anything. OP, did you agree to anything? Oh, so sysadmin was lying to his own boss about us agreeing to account changes? Very professional. Nope, I suggested that a communication be sent in advance if changes were going to be made, or that a brief meeting be held at the very least, but I have yet to receive anything. Well, if I may interject here, I believe that we once again need to renegotiate the terms of our agreement because I don't feel safe having an MSP with access to all of our platforms. Can I propose giving them each individual accounts, with boss being the only one having elevated permissions? That sounds like a good idea. I hadn't thought of that before. What do you guys think? Wait, he already created these accounts, so he also did this behind his boss's back? Is this guy serious? That sounds good, but please send us at least a 2 days notice of when you plan to put this into action, with permission for us to test these accounts' accesses before we actually begin using them. Of course. All right. OP, I want you and your colleagues to test the permissions for these accounts when available and report back to me. Sure. 1 week later, account credentials are received. We all sign in and test. Everything seems good. Only boss has access to some critical servers. The rest of us have enough access to resolve nearly any type of ticket that I could think of. 2 weeks with the new accounts, no issues. Then, a dreaded phone call from client. Hi, this is OP. What did you guys do? One of our servers rebooted in the middle of the workday. Did you push out an update? Can I help you? Oh, hi sysadmin. No, we didn't push out any updates. You're the only one in charge of updates. Yeah, but your boss still has access to the server, right? Yeah, he's the only one with access, but he's not in the office right now, so he couldn't have done anything. So one of you probably got his account info and signed in to push updates, right? What? No, that defeats the entire purpose of creating individual accounts. Then why the hell did this server reboot? Oh, never mind, there's a power failure error in the logs. Disregard, but please don't share accounts with each other. Click. What? Okay, well, as long as he understood that we had absolutely nothing to do with this, then he shouldn't feel a need to address anything to us, right? 1 week later, I walk into work and am greeted by a friendly question from my coworker, which at this point damn near gives me PTSD. Hey OP, can you try resetting this user's password from client for some reason, I'm getting an access denied error. For anyone wondering, there was no official resolution set in place for sysadmin as far as I know. There was an incident with him that ended up making me quit, maybe a story for another time. But as far as I know, he's still there, making someone else's life miserable. I was really hoping that sysadmin would get raked over the coals for this. It was really a lackluster ending. I can probably speak for a lot of my viewers saying, OP, we need to hear this other story. Why did sysadmin make you quit? It's got me wondering, and I'm sure my viewers are wondering as well. Thank you to OP for posting in the Tales from Tech Support subreddit. They are linked in the description below. Please go check them out. Check out one of these other videos, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button for more daily Reddit stories.